Hey folks, before I get into today's anti-haul, because today's video is going to be an anti-haul, I would like to just say thank you to everyone who left me like the nicest messages and the nicest comments on my last video, because I was very nervous. I was very nervous to tell the entire internet, so to speak, that I'm a bisexual. So like, thank you. Thank you for being kind and being lovely and being cool and funny and nice and very welcoming, because I was a little bit nervous, even though I didn't think anybody in my own community would like be unsupportive, but I was just, it was a new thing and I was a little bit nervous. So thank you for all of the kind words on my last video. So in case anybody missed the last one, hi, hello, I'm a bisexual. If you want to know more, it's in my last video. Hi, today's video is going to be an anti-haul because I haven't uploaded one of those in quite a while, actually. Also, I'm wearing my old merch. Remember, this was the hair color that I didn't even realize that I was rocking the bisexual colors, but I knew before I knew, apparently. I don't even know which anti-haul we're at this point. How many have I done? Like 54? 54? I don't know. I actually went into an Ulta the other day to actually look at things. I went with Libby because we needed to like refresh on some things. I needed to I needed to refill on my Cosas, the snail mucin stuff. So we went to Ulta for other reasons. Abigail, you're going on several tangents. I've actually been into makeup stores recently, is all I'm trying to say. So I've actually like gone in to see what new things are on the shelves, which I haven't done in a long time. But I kept up to date with the little bit of the new makeup and the new things happening within the makeup community. If you're new here, hello. This would be a weird video to start on, but hi, my name is Abby. Anti-hauls are a series of videos originally popularized by Kimberly Clark, who is a creator, drag queen, performer, makeup connoisseur. I'm a fan, and I started doing them years and years and years ago at this point as well, and I have been continuing to do it because I like doing it, you guys like watching it, and it's reliable. So I like doing it. But some things have come out recently. First, we're actually going to talk like about two kind of company brands at large that I have issues with right now, which are nothing new. Jaclyn Hill, not necessarily her cosmetics. I know she came out with like a blush cream, but I didn't know this until recently. I didn't know. I was months late to this news because I have muted so many words on Twitter about drama. Jaclyn Hill started her own like lifestyle loungewear brand called Cozy, Koze. And I'll leave links to actual videos that are about the situation. Basically, she like stole a smaller creator's like entire branding. It's spelled the same way, it was pronounced differently, but like the other creator also had loungewear and lifestyle stuff, so it was just very sus. People are pissed off about it. I'm not surprised that Jaclyn Hill fucked over a smaller creator, but like that's her MO at this point. Not only were there probably lies involved, but she like fucked over a smaller creator. Okay, so yeah, fuck Jaclyn Hill once again. The other brand, which is semi-related, is Morphe, and Morphe actually has come out with some new things recently. And Morphe was actually the brand that was like the actual owner of Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. There's that whole thing that was going on because Jaclyn was saying that she was the CEO of her own company, but then that turned out to be a lie because Morphe was in charge of the entire thing. Morphe can also fuck off forever. But Morphe came out with a palette that looks very bad and boring and like useless and stuff. And a lot of people are bringing up the fact that Morphe is continuing to put out products. Meanwhile, they are closing all of their stores, having to mass lay off people. The company is in shambles financially. And rather than take care of their employees first, rather than like, instead of figuring that stuff out, they're still pumping out stupid makeup that nobody needs. And rightfully so that people are pissed off that Morphe is seemingly just completely throwing their employees under the bus. At first, I was just like, oh yeah, Morphe's closing their stores. Fuck Morphe. All their bad business practices. Ugh. But more often than not, when stuff like that happens, it's the individual employees that are getting fucked over way more. And so like, am I mad that Morphe as a business is not doing well? No. Am I mad that Morphe has fucked over their employees and decided to throw them under the bus? Absolutely. It's disgusting. So while I'm like, yeah, fuck Morphe, I'm also like, man, Morphe, really fuck you. Like, for not like taking care of their employees. Big corporations fucking over their employees. That's a Tuesday. That's a Tuesday for any big corporation, okay? Remember, big corporations are not your friend, and you don't need to defend them on the internet, okay? End of tangent. Let's talk about products specifically. I had like a sizable bite of an edible a while back, so like, I'm feeling it a little bit. Also, I'm on my period, so I don't know. The vibes are all over the place, and I'm here for it. Okay, products I don't fucking need besides Morphe and Jaclyn Hill. This was something that I was kind of confused by, and somebody tagged me in this on Instagram too, but Lush, my former employer, I used to work there. The only things I still have are perfumes, because I don't throw those away, and also I still love them. Lush, who back in the day really never collaborated with intellectual properties. They collaborated with like nonprofits or collaborated with like individual artists or individual people. Like when they did the shark fin soap and all, it was charitable things. They just released a collaboration with the Super Mario movie with like a giant yellow cube bath bomb that has a question mark on it. So like objectively, like it looks cute. And then there's like a Mario and Luigi shower gel, which is very red and very green. And then there's like a Bowser thing, a Bowser jelly, and then a Princess Peach spray. And I don't know about you guys, it just feels a little bit weird for the company that's been so well known to be like charitable. And I know that companies sometimes have to change business practices. They have to adapt for their bottom line. Like I know that these things happen, but this is so out of fucking left field and so out of pocket. First of all, am I excited to see the Super Mario Brothers movie? For everyone except Chris Pratt. Everyone else, I'm like Jack Black is gonna be great. Everyone else in that movie is going to be fantastic, except Mario himself. So I'm a little bit bitter anyway. But it just seems like the weirdest damn thing for Lush to do. And it feels like a weird company for Super Mario Bros. Like it's so bizarre. Like it's so random. It's like how HipDot is like only known for collaborating with intellectual properties, and it's very weird. And Lush literally never does that, except in the last couple of years, they've been doing some other things. They had a Lazy Oaf little collab on a soap. There might have been one other thing with like one of the scarves, but it's odd as somebody who used to work there to see like more traditional IP collaborations with a company that started out with such different ethics and values. And I don't know. I feel some kind of way about it, and I mean, I'll let you make your own choices about it. Like, that's the thing with these videos. This is my thoughts. These are my personal opinions. You can do whatever the hell you want with your money. Go right ahead. I can't tell you what to do. These are just my feelings about it. And I feel weird about it. So, I don't need it, and I'm not gonna buy it. I used to be, like, literally, I used to buy every single shower gel. I used to go crazy on that stuff. But now, I'm like, I have too many other things. And also, I like smaller brands now, like Witch Baby Soap and Lokita Bath & Body. Mwah, love them. Fantastic. Highly recommend them for a small brand. Okay, next. This was something that brought me back to 2015. Makeup Forever is coming out with a HD Skin Cream Contour and Highlight Sculpting Palette. It's a cream contour face palette. What timeline are we in? Honestly, like a cream contour face palette. I know that like trends are cyclical and they come back, but this was the stage that I was not that into the idea of coming back, because cream contouring was fucking insufferable, because the kind of makeup that people were applying on the internet looked absolutely batshit crazy in real life. And like the Kardashianification of contouring, like, even though the Kardashians took the contouring trends from like drag queens and then they like made it their thing. Like, anyway, like if you're doing regular makeup, like on just like a regular day, you don't need like sculpting contouring palettes. And I know that like this is probably really good for makeup artists, for professional makeup artists. That's usually what Makeup Forever is targeted for. But like if you're just a regular ass consumer, none of us needed those cream contour palettes. None of us needed those powder palettes before, with like every single contour shade, because it's like you have one. You have one contour shade, maybe two, but you never need three. And so this is just, it's funny. It's funny seeing now because I'm like, what year is it? I don't know. 2 contour shades and 4 highlighters. So like, it's so funny. And next, Melt Cosmetics. I haven't bought anything from Melt in a long time. I will say, I think the last thing I bought from Melt was the 420 palette, and I didn't like it. It might have been, I might have had one of the cheek, like, highlighty things. I might have had one of the, like blush lights since then. But the last time I bought eyeshadow from Melt Cosmetics, it was the 420 palette, and it was disappointing. At the time, I tried to trick myself. I tried to gaslight myself into liking it because I was like, I spent this money on it, and 420 hashtag blaze it. I think it's funny. And I bought into it, but it wasn't great. It was fine. Definitely not as good as the Gemini palette. The thing is with Melt Cosmetics, I don't own a ton of palettes from them, but the only palette that I've ever really, really loved was the Gemini palette. Like, no palette after that with them really, like, spoke to me in the same way that the Gemini palette did. And I think it's going to be one of those things where it's like anything I use after that, like, it's not going to live up to that. So I don't even want to, like, give it a shot. And so they have the Electro Trip palette, which is, like, kind of the different version of their 420. Like, every other year they went with weed, and this year they went with, like, more, like, psychedelics and stuff. Which, like, you know, a good way to change it up. I'll give them that. But, like, I don't need this. The shimmers, the packaging is cool. I will say the packaging is very cool. Like, I dig the packaging. It's giving me very, like, 1999 Urban Decay, 2000 Urban Decay. Like, I'm into the packaging. But the colors I have already. I have multiple times over. I need to declutter my eyeshadow palette collection already, so I don't need any more. And also, I don't know if I can trust their palettes. Really, I don't, because things are so all over the place. I don't know. I haven't trusted them in a long time. Next is something that I, like, want to try at some point, but, like, I don't need it right now because I have other things that I need to work through. I'm very curious to see some reviews about the Cosas Dream Beam Moisturizing Mineral Sunscreen because it's a mineral sunscreen and I can only use mineral sunscreens. So I'm interested in it for sure, but I have a mineral sunscreen somewhere from Biossance that I need to go through before I try another one. But, like, I'm really interested in mineral sunscreens and ones that aren't super, super greasy. And I don't necessarily have to worry about the white cast so much because I'm already pale as fuck. So it's, like, not a huge deal for my personal use. But this, I'm like, do I want it? I don't know. It's $40. Is there a tint to it? I will have to see. I'm curious. Do I need it right now? No. But maybe eventually. Next is something that I am trying to talk myself out of. Pat McGrath, who I only own some lip glosses from in, like, a little 3-pack that I got, like, years ago. I don't own any of the palettes or any of the highlighters or anything. I've always looked at them fondly and been like, ooh, I want this, but I never have. And then this again, it's another, ooh, I want this, but do I need it? I don't think so. They have new Satin Allure lipsticks, and something about the little bow on the packaging. Something about the little bow. I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I mean, I know I've been, like, kind of embracing, like, my girlier side recently. And so, like, the bows and, like, I'm like, I like this. I like this. Like, I like it. It's very cute. The packaging is fucking adorable. And I don't know what the lipstick formula is like. I have no idea, but it's $30. So I'm like, I don't know if I need it all. I don't know if I want it. I don't know if I want any of them. Because they look like nudes and reds to me, which, like, I don't wear that many red lipsticks. And also, I have several nudes. I have so many nude lipsticks that I don't need another one. But, like, these are so cute. Like, if Josh wanted to get me something for, like, my birthday in 2 months. Vanessa Hudgens has a brand now called No Beauty. Didn't this launch a while back? I feel like I remember seeing something about this a while back. Or am I, like, remembering another brand that has kind of a similar name? What's Hailey Bieber's brand name? I don't even know. I can't keep track of them anymore. They're all, like, little short 4-letter words. Or 3-letter, just short words where I'm like, this doesn't mean fucking anything. Vanessa Hudgens We don't need more celebrity skincare brands. We desperately do not need more celebrity skincare brands because there are already too many. And also it's just another way for celebrities to make money. Can we bring back the celebrity perfumes? Perfumes. Let's fucking let's make smelly water that we can just spray it. We don't need skincare from Gabriella from High School Musical. And then also like, people are gonna die. Like, why do I need skincare from her? Why? I don't need it. Oh, it's rebranded. Oh, the first launch included Madison Beer. What? We don't need more celebrity skincare brands. End of story. Now, the last few things I saw them, I'm like, what? Again, what year is it? Because we have a little 6-pan eyeshadow, Pat McGrath, and it looks pretty. It looks like a basic nude. It looks like something that came out in like 2010, and I don't know what it is about the shape or everything. It just looks so dated in like almost a nostalgic way, like almost in a like that's tickling my teenage brain, but not quite. And it's also just kind of boring. And then MAC has 6-pan shadows, 6-pan palettes coming out, and MAC has never really been known for having like great eyeshadow palettes. Their single eyeshadows have been known to be fine, but also overpriced as hell. So like, I feel like of all of the things that MAC is not known for, it's eyeshadows. Like, they're not known for having great eyeshadow palettes. I feel like MAC is most known for like lipsticks and like cheek products, but not eyeshadow palettes. So I don't buy from MAC anymore, but like I've never really like vibed with their eyeshadow palette things. Like, they've always just looked really like meh. I've had single shadows from them before that I bought back in the day, back when everybody and their mother was obsessed with MAC eyeshadows and MAC collections in like 2013. Yeah, those are the only thing. I think I bought like 4 single shadows from MAC, and I put it in a quad, and I carried it around, and I loved it. And it was like the 3 eyeshadows I only ever used within like a year of each other. Don't need it. Not gonna buy it. And then the last thing, this is a little bit more recent. What year is it? And I don't know why this feels so fucking dated. Makeup Revolution has a trio of palettes, large palettes. They're not small palettes. They're pretty big. The Crystal Aura collection. And there's like crystal fixing mists, crystal infused things, and then crystal themes. I feel like, weren't crystals like 2018? Am I remembering incorrectly? I feel like crystals and like the crystal craze within makeup like was like several years ago, and this feels like something, oh, we found it at a warehouse from 2020 and let's bring it out now. Cause it's like not creative, but also like old feeling, like this has been done before. Like, I'm getting deja vu, and also like, why are they so big? I don't know. Like, yeah, it's a fixing mist for $10. Rose quartz, obviously, aventurine, and amethyst. So again, those are like the most basic of crystals. Like, like the thing is with those goddamn crystal collections, it's always the same crystals. It's always the same crystals that they like. There's a lot of different crystals. Like, there's a lot of different crystals in this world. Like, there's a lot of different rocks. There's so many rocks you could make eyeshadow palettes themed by, but they always use rose quartz, amethyst, aventurine, and then like aquamarine and turquoise. It's just like, what about labradorite? Okay, labradorite is so cool. Like, what about, well, tourmaline's black. There's so many crystals that you could make things themed by, and they're always picking the same ones. And that's just a tiny little pet peeve. I'm like, if you're gonna come out with crystal things, do like a cool like metal crystal one. Do like black tourmaline. Do like pyrite. Like, pick different crystals if you're gonna do crystal collections. Because if you're just picking rose quartz and amethyst, wow, you're so original. It's like florals for spring, revolutionary. Crystals for summer, not exciting. Yeah, that was the last of what I wanted to talk about. Like I said, I was just kind of silly in this video. I was just feeling in a giddy mood. For today's song of the day, let's just have today's song of the day be all 3 songs from Hozier's EP, Eat Your Young, because it's fantastic. It's so good. Like, the new stuff is so good. Just be happy that he gave us any music at all. It's been so long, okay? But yeah, Eat Your Young, the entire EP from Hozier. He's coming to Seattle in October, and I'm so excited. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. If you would like to follow me on any of my other social media, my Instagram and my Twitter are both Abers07, and then my TikTok and Twitch are Abers without the 07. So I play The Sims mostly on Twitch, and we have a good time there. It's silly. It's a fun time. Sometimes I get a little bit crossfaded. So we have a good time there. Yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you have tried any of these products, or if you have seen them in stores, or if you're like, what the fuck is this? I don't need this. Let me know in the comments down below. And thank you in advance for keeping it civil, because sometimes people are weird. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!